Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I am finally going to be doing my Colourpop palette declutter. I promised this when I filmed my original huge eyeshadow palette declutter for my collection that I was going to do Colourpop separate because there's a lot to go over in that section and I really wanted to kind of go through some things. I love collecting like some of the Colourpop stuff like the Disney palettes and some of the collabs, but it gets a little like overwhelming to have such a large Colourpop collection. So I wanted to kind of go through my collection and see what palettes I want to keep and which ones I want to put in my little giveaway pile, which usually goes to any of my friends and family or some on Poshmark if I bought them myself. I am on Colourpop PR now, so a lot of these were sent to me now. I try to review as many collections as I can, but yeah, they definitely pump out the new releases. But anyways, let's go ahead and get to declutter. Right, so this drawer here in my makeup kind of storage has pretty much all my smaller Colourpop shadow palettes. So a lot of these like 9 pans, and then I have some of the smaller ones. So I would really like to kind of go through these. I feel like this area would be the most that I declutter from. So let's see here. We'll start with these two on top. They don't really have like a home or anything. This first palette is the Rainbow Sprinkles palette. It came out in like their ice cream collection this year. It's all glitters and I don't really use glitter toppers very often, but I do feel like it is kind of unique to have if I want to add some sparkle. Let me do like a swatch or two to see if this is something I do want to hold on to. I mean, it is pretty. Kind of looks like that. Maybe I will put this in like the maybe pile for now. I think it would be kind of nice to use as like a topper. I also have this little quad which I have held on to. This is the Pisces in the Sky, so I probably will keep this because it's nostalgic. It's part of their Zodiac collection and I am a Pisces, so I did hold on to this one that launched this year. I think it's really beautiful though, since Pisces is the water sign. It has a fun aqua blue, so I do want to hold on to that. Next I have these two Bambi palettes. These I did purchase myself. This was a little bit like right before I got on Colourpop PR. See, I think Colourpop usually does a good job with their Disney collections, but this one I kind of wish was a 9 pan or a bigger palette instead of these little ones. I didn't think the quality was great, especially on the thumper. I was so excited for this color story. It just looks really fun, beautiful. I love the pop of green, but the quality was just not there. So I'm going to declutter even though it is really cute. I also have the Bambi one, but this one is kind of a basic color story too. But I do like the quality a little bit more than I do the thumper, so I think I might hold on to this one. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile. I have more of these little quads down here. I think I can definitely get rid of some. This is the extra toppings palette from the ice cream collection. I'm going to declutter this. I have to say I really don't like this packaging from Colourpop. These break off so easily and it just feels very cheap to me, so I hope they don't continue with these. It's just not the best casing. I'm also going to declutter the Gimme Sugar as well from I think the ice cream collection as well. And then this waffle cone is honestly really similar to my Pisces palette. So honestly I'm going to keep the Pisces because it has more meaning to me and declutter the waffle cone. So I guess I'm not really keeping much of this ice cream collection, but I don't know, they're just not calling it to me personally. I have a bunch of these guys as well, which I think I might get rid of quite a few because some of them I just really don't care for. I'm gonna hold on to this Just a Glitch palette. I actually ended up buying this one myself because they sent me the pink palette in this collection, but I really wanted this one, so I bought this. I haven't had a chance to try it yet, but I think it's such a pretty color scheme with the purples and mints, so I'm gonna hold on to that. Now this full collection, I think I'm going to declutter all of them. This is the Haute Couture collection. Did not perform well, honestly. Especially, I think, the blue one, which I'm going to show you soon. The green one was okay, but I'm just not that impressed with these 5 pans. I know I have these colors in the tropical palette they did, which is a bigger color scheme. I'll show you guys that later. So I'm going to declutter the High Society and also this pink one. Colourpop does so many pink palettes, so I do not need to hold on to this either. This is called Too Hot. They literally had this on clearance for like $2 on their site before. So clearly it's not a very coveted palette. I have this 5 pan called Ballad, and this was like the first 5 pans that they did. They seem to stop making these, just didn't seem to do very well. I think more people kind of like the different collabs and the bigger palettes from them. I do like this color scheme, but I just don't know if it's necessary. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile for now. And we have a broken one. Colourpop shadows break so easily in these hard casings. That's why I like it in the cardboard. So yes, I could repress it, but that's just going to be very annoying for me anyway. I don't really use this. I have so many neutral palettes from Colourpop, and I like some of their bigger ones better, so I'm going to declutter the Lyric. This is the other glitch palette, the Y2K collection or something. This is the pink one. Again, I have so many pinks in my collection, like the Barbie palette and everything, so I don't really think I need to hold on to this. I just don't really care for these little ones, so I'm going to declutter. As well as this purple palette. I have not used this since I got it in the Couture collection. This is Cashmere Forever. This is the one that was bad quality. It's called Rumor Has It, also from that Fleur High Society collection, so I'm going to declutter that one. This is the Statement Piece palette from that same collection. This one was actually really pretty. It was very neon. Thinking of what I want to do with this. I might hold on to it for now and put it in the maybe pile, but that one might be decluttered. And then I have these neon palettes. This was kind of a failed collection because basically it's a neon palette with a pop of colors. So a lot of people were kind of annoyed that it was all neutrals and only one pop because they made it seem like it'd be super bright and colorful. These are fun though. I don't mind a pop of color. I don't think it's terrible. So I don't know what I want to do with these. I did like the orange one. I'm going to put that in the maybe pile. The yellow one I did not care for. This one took so much building up to get this intensity of the bright yellowy green color, so I'm going to declutter that one. This hot pink one, also kind of fun to use. I'm going to put that one in the maybe for now. Alright, I have these Animal Crossing palettes, which I'm thinking if I want to even hold on to. I think this collection was all around very cute and fun, but I don't know if I like the whole mini palettes. They're just not the right colors for me, and I feel like their quality has gotten better since this launch. So this one has like the little glitter in it. It has, what's his name? Blathers on the cover of it. It's very neutral. This one is 5 Star Island. I don't know. I have nostalgia with these, so it's hard for me to just declutter them. This one is the Nook Ink green palette. I haven't even touched that. And then I have the Labelle of the Ball. This is the purple palette. Don't know what I want to do. I think I will keep the 5 Star Island. Maybe this Nook Ink one too. I think that's kind of fun. I can definitely declutter Blathers, the What a Hoot. And then the Labelle of the Ball. I have a lot of purple, so I think that can go as well. I have the Hello Kitty collection, kind of same deal, where it's all these little small palettes. This was the summer Hello Kitties. Very cute. Let's see, this one's Cocoa Cutie. This cute blue one. And then I have the Pineapple Cake, which is fun yellows. This one is Cherry Sweet. I definitely don't use this. I have these colors over and over. I'm going to declutter that. I like the Pineapple Cake, so I think I'm going to hold on to that one. As far as these two go, I think I'm going to declutter both of them, honestly. I'm only going to keep the yellow one. I feel like I only need one in my collection. I also have this Crush palette. I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. I don't really care for these super warm tones. Alright, now we have my 9 pans. These are going to be a little bit harder for me because I love the bigger palettes from them. So we have the Wild Child. I really, really like this palette. It's gorgeous chocolate browns, very pigmented, stunning colors. So I do want to keep that, I think, for now. Now this Cherry Crush one has the cutest packaging. Adorable. I love the little cherries, but I did not like these colors on my eyes. I can't pull off red very well on my eyes. I just feel like I look weird or sick. So as cute as this is, I've only used it a couple times, so I'm gonna declutter. We have the Lucky Penny, and this one is okay. I'm really not that obsessed with it. I feel like I really like the Wild Child over this one. This is all coppers. I didn't feel like this brown was very good in this one, so I think I will declutter the Lucky Penny. Going Coconuts is such a classic. This is actually a new one. I replaced my old one because Colourpop sent me a duplicate, so I just figured, hey, let me just replace this. It's one of my favorite palettes. I'm gonna keep it. I just got my Mandalorian palette in the mail. This is literally today it came, so we will be keeping, of course, as well as keeping the Child. We love the Child palette. Obsessed with that. We have lilac you a lot. I'm not sure what I want to do with this one. I don't really reach for it a lot, but I know it's very popular. I have like all the monochromatic ones that came out, but I definitely don't need all of these because again, I don't like this plastic packaging. It's very hard on the eyeshadows. If it drops, the shadows break instantly. Honey, I've held on to this one for so long, but I think I am gonna actually declutter Honey, which is surprising, but I did keep that cute yellow Hello Kitty palette, and I think I like that one a little bit more, even though this one does have more shades. The quality of Colourpop isn't as good in these, I feel like, as their new formula, so hopefully down the road they will make another yellow palette. So I'm gonna declutter. I will go ahead and keep Little Ray of Sunshine. This one is a yellow palette too, but it's all mattes, but I do like combining this with different glitters and stuff. I think it's a good quality one, so I do want to keep. And then It's My Pleasure. This one I've had for a long time, a really gorgeous purple palette, but I feel like something is missing in this palette for me, and it's like a deeper tone to deepen things up. It has this berry, but it just doesn't get dark enough, so I'm just like, do I want to keep this? I do feel like the colors are more unique than in the lilac though, but I definitely don't think I need both of these, so I think I will declutter the It's My Pleasure, and I'll keep the lilac. Meant to Be. This one I definitely don't use as much as I wish I did. It's pretty, but I feel like all the looks look the same on the eyes, so I'm like, do I really need this in my life? I don't think I do. I'm gonna let that go. I'm just kind of over these like 9-pan colorful ones. And then I do have this Elsa Frozen 2 palette. I've been kind of collecting the Disney ones from Colourpop, so I don't know if I really want to get rid of this one right now, so I think I will keep it for now. So we did get rid of some in that drawer. Let me put my Furshures back in just to see what our space is looking like. I feel like we're gonna have a lot more room. All right, I'm gonna be ruthless here. I'm decluttering pretty much all of these maybes that I said earlier, the neon palettes, decluttering. I'm not going to keep any of these because I know I have these colors already in the bigger palettes, so I just don't see a need for them to hold on to them. I would rather just declutter because I have so much Colourpop always coming in. I want to be able to use what I have. But I think I will keep this glitter topper for sure, so I'll keep that. I might move it to a different drawer later. I do want to mention, I forgot I have a couple unused ones still. I have the Chicago Bulls palette. I have not had a chance to use this. This is another red palette, but I feel like it's a little bit more wearable because you have the darker shades. The Bulls is my favorite basketball team, so I'm going to hold on to that one. And I also have the Blowing Smoke still in its packaging. I got this because it's basically a dupe for the Natasha Denona Xenon, and I wanted to try it out and see what it was like. I bought that one recently, so I'm gonna put that in there. This one I'm not sure what I want to do with. I haven't used it. It's the High Tide palette. I think it's really pretty. It's actually similar to the Nook Ink. It's basically just an all blue palette, but I feel like since I haven't opened it, I haven't used it yet, and it's been many months at this point. I know they're gonna come out with more next year again, so we will, I think, declutter or put this in a giveaway since it's unused. Alright, so that's it for that drawer. Let me grab my other one. Alright, so this is a little container I just keep these in. I think I got it from like Walmart years ago. Honestly, I don't see myself getting rid of very many of these because I always love these bigger palettes, and I did like a giant declutter with some older palettes in like a couple months ago already, so I did include some Colourpop, but this is mostly all of this year's plus a couple older ones. But we have the Tinkerbell palette. This one will be staying. So stunning. They've really been hitting it out of the park with their color stories lately, so keep. Also, this is one of their best eyeshadow palettes. Oh no, I'm getting one broken. I'm gonna have to press that in. Colourpop is so fragile, you guys. But the Lush Life palette, this came out for the summer, and it's one of the best Colourpop formulas. Just such a beautiful one. It's so unique. Keeping. The Sweet Talk is an iconic palette that people have loved for like years and years. I think I do want to keep it since it really is iconic. Sailor Moon. This one is a really fun one as well. I'm a sucker for the collabs, so I think I have to keep this one. I mean, it's beautiful. I love this color story with these like light pastels. It's just absolutely stunning. Wild Nothing. This one used to be my favorite. I haven't used it as much lately, but I do like this color story a lot, so I do want to hold on to it. This is like one of my favorite shades ever. It's so pretty. Cabana Club. This is one I really haven't used much. I got that one sent to me. I never did a video on it, so I just didn't get a big chance to try it out, but I feel like this color scheme for me, I'm not like super obsessed with anyway, so I think I will declutter the Cabana. And then it's So Very Lovely. This one is honestly such a pretty palette too. I love the purples in here. It's very pretty. I feel like it's very romantic, soft tones. I do want to keep. We have the Hocus Pocus. This is the Witching Hour. It's not my favorite color scheme, but it's a Disney collab, so I'm probably going to keep it. You guys already know, at least I think you do, that my obsession with Lizzie McGuire is kind of insane, so I can't part with this. It is a very kind of hard to work with color story, but I can't. This is beautiful. One of my favorite TV shows growing up. One of my favorite people in this world is Hilary Duff, so this will stay in my collection for a very long time. And then Malibu Barbie, one of my favorites this year from Colourpop. Almost dropped it there, but they did a really good job with this. I think it's so fun. Some fun tropical colors to tie in the Malibu theme with the pinks. That one is definitely a keep. This one I've had for a long time, but I think I'm going to let this one go. It's just the quality is better these days with Colourpop. It's one of their older ones, probably one of the oldest ones in my collection, the California Love. It's a nice neutral palette, but we have some other ones that I like a little bit more now these days, so I'm gonna declutter. The Powerpuff Girls, you already know I'm keeping this one. It's too nostalgic. I liked the color scheme of this one too, because you got Bubbles, Buttercup, Blossom. Blossom kind of has 2 rows, but I just think this is really fun, so I'm gonna keep. We have Raw Beauty Christie. Definitely going to keep her collab. I need to use this one more, honestly. I really barely reach into it, but it's so beautiful, especially for fall. Hopefully now that I'm kind of decluttering some, I will get more use out of these favorites. The Limoncello is another favorite one that came out this year. Again, they've just been really hitting it out of the park this year. I love the yellow theme going on here mixed with the greens and blues. I'm going to keep that. This Lust for Dusk, I think I can declutter. I kind of have a huge dent in this shade, but I'm just not that obsessed with this. It's not super great shimmers in my opinion. It's a little bit more muted. I'm just not like obsessed with it as I am some of my other ones, so I'm gonna declutter. Nightmare Before Christmas, I have to keep this one as well. I don't love the hot pinks in here, but otherwise I think this was a really cute collaboration. I feel like they might do another one next year, honestly, to like have a redo. This one, I actually ended up buying this off of Mercari from someone else because I kind of wanted to have the full Disney collection. I don't think I have everything, honestly, but I like these big palettes, and this is the Villains Misunderstood palette. So I ended up buying this, very gently used. I got a great deal on it. So I really like the color scheme of this one. I think it's really fun, so I do want to keep that. I haven't really used it. I also got that one in a bundle with this palette from the Designer Collection, which was their first Disney collab that they did. I never ended up buying this, but I wanted to have it in my Disney collection here, so really cute. This is very neutral, just very girly vibes, so I'm gonna keep that one. It honestly kind of reminds me of Lust for Dusk that I just decluttered, so keeping. Also the original Hocus Pocus. I love this palette as well. I will definitely be holding on to it. And then the Mulan palette I really like. I wish I could get a new one because it really bothers me that this dark brown got broken. It doesn't really work very well on the eyes at all, but I thought this was a really good palette. Yeah, I would love to, maybe I can find another one for sale on Mercari or Poshmark because I would like to get a new one just to have this shade fixed so I can actually use the dark brown because I use dark brown for almost all of my looks. So I'm keeping, and then I do have this Disney palette, the Midnight Masquerade. It's honestly kind of similar to the Designer Collection, but this one has a little bit more color to it. But I will be keeping that too. So I think I'm missing the big palettes. Let me go grab the rest of my collection. Oh, I also have a couple sitting out on my table I need to grab. I found some more. That's Taupe. This is another favorite neutral palette for me, so I do want to hold on to that. These are pretty much mostly keeping. This is new. It's called Of Court. This one kind of launched randomly. I got it sent to me, but I never had a chance to do a video because I was on vacation. But this one I really like the color scheme of. I don't know if it's too similar to the Taupe palette. Here's kind of a look at both of them. I feel like they are kind of similar, honestly. We'll see. I do want to try this out first before I make a decision, so I do want to keep that for now. This one I also haven't had a chance to use yet, but I really like this. It's called Plush Like Me. It's like a 90s kind of inspiration. It has velvet on the cover, and these are the tones. I really like these colors. I just haven't had a chance to reach into this one yet, so I need to like start a new section for my unused Colourpop palettes. I only have a few that I really haven't used though, but like I said, I get like every collection, so it's hard for me to use every single palette, but this one definitely keeping. Okay, next is my large palettes. I have Your Golden. I have to be honest, I don't love the large palettes because sometimes they're very overwhelming to me and very repetitive. So this one has just so many browns in it. I'm just like, okay, we did not need this many browns, but I like the little pop of color that it has. I actually did get quite a bit of use out of this because I brought it to Arizona on a week-long trip. But it was nice for that, but I just think that there's too many browns going on, too much similarity, so this is a maybe. I have Play It Jewel. This is kind of a more colorful one. I think this one's a little bit more unique. There's still a lot of browns in here, but definitely some more just fun colors. And then my last big palette is It's a Mood, and I feel like this one, might be the best out of all three, just color story wise. I just feel like there's a lot. You can kind of work in these quads, which I like. There is a lot of warm tones going on, but I feel like this one might be my favorite of my three large palettes, so that one's definitely staying. Comparing it to the Jewel, I feel like they're kind of similar, honestly. Here's what they look like next to each other. Sorry, this is a little weird angle here, but they're just kind of similar to me. I don't think I need both. I will keep the It's a Mood and Declutter Jewel. And I'm gonna also declutter Your Golden as well. I still have never purchased the big neutral palettes yet. Let me know if you think I need them. They might do something for like Black Friday, which would be fun. But yeah, let me show you guys what I'm gonna keep. Let me reorganize this drawer. Alright, so I got this somewhat reorganized. I don't really want my collection to get more than what it is now. So I'm going to keep doing these declutters because I just can't have my collection getting out of hand. I love doing the reviews for you guys to see if it's something you're interested in, but I only want to keep the stuff I truly love and know I'll use. So the verdict is I'm keeping 38 Colourpop palettes. This is the declutter pile with 32. So we did about half. That's honestly awesome because I did get rid of a couple more earlier this year. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. So hopefully these can go to some new homes that will love and use them more than I can get to them. But yeah, that's kind of it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I do want to film my makeup collection and storage soon now that you guys kind of got a sneak peek and my collection is a little bit more manageable. But thank you for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!